everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So today I am continuing my series of reviews by taking a look back at Countdown number 27. So I've been doing reviews of Countdown all the way from issue 51 down to this point, and I plan to review all of them. So be sure and check out the playlist of the reviews I've done in the past with link in the description box. So issue 27 is written by Paul Dini with Sean McKeever. Keith Giffen did the breakdowns, Carlos Magno did the pencils, and Rodney Ramos did the inks. Pete Panteas did the colors, and Travis Lanham did the lettering. So the cover on this one's pretty cool. It's something that basically does happen in the issue, so it was pretty shocking to see Jason Todd turn on the team like that. And I think it's drawn pretty well. I like it. I almost used it for the thumbnail, but I like the panel I used. That battle's pretty interesting. So we'll go ahead and start off on the first page. So Karate Kid has been searching for a cure for an illness he has, and this point in his search has led him to Bloodhaven, which right now is all just totally destroyed and in ruins and contaminated and whatnot. So he's there with his team, and then we go to the next page and the scene changes, and we're picking up with the fight from the last couple of issues with the Monarch and the extremists and everybody. So Donna Troy's there, she's been knocked down, and Forerunner's about to kill her, but Kyle Rayner arrives just in time, hits with his Green Lantern powers. And then we get this big full panel, which was my favorite panel from the issue. Unfortunately, there you see the jokester on the ground. He died either in the last issue or the one before it. I think the one before it, actually. This battle's been going for quite a bit. So you see the extremists on one side, the challengers are one group, and then the Monarchs guys, who also have the Crime Society with them. So it's very strong on all three sides, and they're having quite a brawl, and it's going back and forth. And then Jason Todd has a proposal for the Monarch. He offers to switch sides and join the Monarch. It was actually the Monarch's proposal, but they had turned it down, and now Jason says, "I accept your offer." And I don't know, just mention the art looks a little weird sometimes. I don't know. I think it's just Carlos Magno's style, because he's done other issues of Countdown, but sometimes it looks really off to me. Like Jason's face here. I don't know, just throughout. It's pretty good, but it's not my favorite. So then we go to the next page. It's kind of left on that cliffhanger there with Jason saying he'll join the Monarch. And we're back to Jimmy. He's with the new Forager, and he agrees to help her search for the souls of the new gods. And then we go to the next page. So this is pretty crazy. It's another big fight. The Shadow Pact had formed, well, I guess it had formed a while ago, but they were having a meeting in the last issue, and they were talking about Mary Marvel and how she was out of control. And lo and behold, in the next issue, Mary and Eclipso show up right where they are and attack. So it's pretty epic. It's a very interesting fight. Pretty much everyone involved is a magic user, although I don't know what Detective Chimp's powers are or what he does, so let me know down in the comments if you know. And just kind of an odd thing, I guess. I don't know if they didn't look at the last issue, but the way Detective Chimp is drawn, he looks totally different. Although maybe it's just because his hat's knocked off, I don't know. So they have quite a fight, and Mary has the upper hand for a bit, but Blue Devil gets a hold of Eclipso, and Eclipso and Mary decide they should just leave, so they just teleport out of there. And the Shadow Pact is left behind wondering where they went and how they knew about what happened. So Catwoman and Harlequin are right now with the Amazons. They're tied up in the Amazons attack storyline. So they're on Themyscira, and they just got there, but they're under this really crazy, brutal training because they had to swim ashore and they're all exhausted. And before they can even rest, they have to run from these hardcore attack dogs as presumably training. But yeah, Catwoman says it's like being in a prison. So then we move on, and this page is pretty cool. You know, Carlos Magno, I think he just kind of draws people's heads a little too small for me sometimes. But I do like the way he draws Two-Face's face. it's got a lot of expression and looks cool. So Two-Face is being led to a prison cell, and Piper and Trickster pop in because they were using an invisibility thing, and they ask him what's going on, and he tells them about how all of the villains are being rounded up and taken away to a place called Salvation. So I'm assuming that this leads into a comic book called Salvation Run. But they ask him if he wants to join them, and he flips a coin, and it comes up no, so he stays behind while they escape. And then we're back to the main event, the thing on the cover. So Jason Todd is talking to the Monarch, and the Monarch says, I don't buy it, I don't believe you're going to join me. So Jason Todd takes the gun from Bob the Monitor, and he must be pretty swift to take a Monitor's gun, but he takes it and draws it. You get this really sinister look on his face, and boom, he does it. He shoots Donna Troy. So that's how the issue ends. Quite a cliffhanger. Don't know if she died. I assume she didn't, but we'll find out in the next issue. Let me know. Oh, and then there's the bonus 2 pages at the end where they talk about the origin of Two-Face. So these issues all have a special bonus where they have a couple extra pages. The first 12 issues were all about DC history, and then these have all been 2-page origin stories, which have been really good. So that's all for now. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the issue, if you liked it, what did you think of his art style, and I hope you tune in for my review of Countdown number 26. Alright, that's all for now. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and as always, thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.